In today's video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about semantic SEO and how you can use it for your website to improve your ranking and organic traffic in this step-by-step process. Keep watching. Hey, what's up marketers? I'm Eduard Dziak from b2bdigitalmarketers.com, and in today's video I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on how to use semantic SEO for higher rankings. So with that, let's start with the basics. So, what is semantic SEO? Semantic SEO is a process of analyzing key topics and subtopics that are important to your business to create relevant content by targeting keywords and their relevant words to create topic relevancy and increase topic signals in order to improve your rankings for overall niche. Now, this is the definition of semantic SEO. However, as you can see, semantic SEO means many different things, so let's explain each of them separately. First, to understand it, we need to look at Google semantic search. Since Hummingbird update in 2013, Google prefers pages and websites matching the meaning of the search query rather than pages with the stuff matching keywords within the text. And what it means, it prevents stuffing keywords within the content to win the favor of search engines in order to improve ranking. Hummingbird updates encourages web developers and writers to use natural language when creating content instead of using forced keywords and stuffing keywords everywhere. And as the technology is getting better and new updates are rolling out, such as RankBrain in 2015, Bird in 2019, Google Mom and Google Passage in 2021, Google's semantic search is getting better and Google can better understand the natural language and the search intent. Therefore, semantic SEO is about finding the right words or phrases that are commonly used and associated with your targeted keyword, which gets us to the second part of semantic SEO and what it means. And now, publishing content on your website and including relevant key phrases in your on-page SEO is just one piece of a pie. As I mentioned in the definition, you need to analyze key topics to create relevant content to increase topic signals. A well-known SEO strategy from HubSpot, the topic clusters, is specifically targeting this part of semantic SEO. And what it means is that instead of just focusing on targeting keywords, you switch to topics in your niche you want to own. For example, one of the main topics in digital marketing is SEO. So for me to own this topic, I must create as much content around it to create semantic relevance on my website and then interconnect the content together with internal links. And by linking all internal content within the topic to a pillar page, search engines such as Google, Bing or Yandex can easily scan all the content and understand that there is a semantic relationship between the page's content and that my website is about SEO. Therefore, semantic SEO and SEO overall strategy are about creating relevancy on your website and focusing on topics and not just key phrases. However, this doesn't mean that keywords are dead. They are more important than ever before. Just you must be more strategic about what keywords you are targeting on your website. Why do you actually need semantic SEO? First and foremost, semantic SEO addresses some of the most important and latest Google ranking factors and algorithm updates. Thus, you can improve your ranking, views, and impressions. It also helps SEOs and content marketers to create more comprehensive piece of content with a satisfying amount of information that answers search questions. Therefore, semantic SEO helps websites being established as the trusted source for the topic within the niche. And because semantic SEO is all about creating as much content around your topics with a satisfying amount of information, it helps to improve the overall Google EAT, which stands for expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And generally, semantic SEO is the way how you should think about creating content if you want to be successful with SEO. And that means focusing on topics and create as much content around it, provide a satisfying amount of information within your content, and optimize your website and content for your niche. And now, let's move on how you can optimize your website and pages for semantic SEO in a step-by-step process. The first step in semantic SEO is to find main topics you want to own in the search. This highly depends on the industry you are in and on what you are focusing on there. It is crucial to decide the right topic to not only generate organic traffic, but also leads from the organic traffic. Because remember, organic traffic doesn't pay the bills. Now, most likely, you can come up with the main topics quite easily as often your industry, products or services are considered as the main topic. For example, in the digital marketing niche, the main topics you can target are SEO, lead generation, content marketing, email marketing, digital marketing, technical marketing, etc. Another example could be a computer e-commerce shop, where the main topics could be keyboard, computer mouse, gaming computer, gaming laptop, computer screens, graphic cards, etc. As you can see, anything general that can have more subtopics could be potentially your main topic. The main topic is also called the seed keyword, and it is used to find relevant subtopics. Also, before we get started with searching for keywords, to be qualified as the main topic, the keyword must has high search volume. This depends on the industry you are in. In some industries, it could be tens of thousands, and in others, it could be hundreds of thousands. Has a lot of keyword ideas. Usually, if the main or seed keyword has at least 2000 keyword ideas, then you will be able to create at least 20 subtopics to target it. And cannot be too generic. Often, one word keyword like car, marketing, computer, technology, and others are too broad to be targeted. Therefore, narrow down your target keywords to a more specific type of category. And if you want to learn more about keyword research and seed keywords, you can watch my video right here. So, do not go for the extra large keywords with hundreds of thousand keyword ideas, because if the keyword is too broad, it will be extremely hard to create enough content to create topic relevancy, because it can mean anything. First, I recommend you stay with topics with a maximum of 50,000 keyword ideas if you are using SE ranking, unless you have a large content marketing team. With that, let me show you my 3 favorite ways to find main topics or seed keywords within your and other niches. And for that, let's suppose I'm in the gardening niche and I want to find seed keywords to set an example. So, the first technique to find topics to write about to improve my semantic SEO is to analyze my competitors. Now, because I don't know any website about gardening, I can just simply put the keyword gardening in the Google search and I can choose from any of the top ranking competitors. And I have chosen this one because if I would create a gardening website, then it would be structured like this. Therefore, I found this website as a great competitor and a starting point to find main topics. Anyway, now when I have the competitor website, I can plug it into SE ranking competitive research tool, select my targeted location, and hit analyze. Of course, you can also use different SEO tools to do that, or you can try SE ranking for 14 days using my link in the description. And here I will get important information about my competitor's website, such as the organic traffic, paid traffic, domain trust, and their organic keywords report. And by clicking on the number of keywords, I will get their list of keywords they are ranking for, along with other helpful information, such as the keyword difficulty, search volume, website ranking position, and the traffic the keyword brings to the website. And by scanning their keywords, I can find some interesting topics that I can start targeting on my website. For example, topics like snake plants, palm trees, or raised bed gardens are some excellent main topics. Another great place to find main topics ideas is using Wikipedia. For example, the Wikipedia page on gardening is full of great ideas for main topics such as container gardens, root vegetables, leaf vegetables, or ornamental plants. And you don't need to and shouldn't target everything. I first recommend you to target topics that are closely related to your products or services. For example, if I'm selling vegetables, then I would pick the topics root vegetables and leaf vegetables, as these are super relevant to my business and I can naturally include my products within the content layer. And the last technique is brainstorming. Probably the most effective technique to come up with the main topics closely related to your business is to talk to your sales, directors, customer service, or any subject matter experts within the company, and they will probably give you tons of great and super relevant topic ideas you should create content about. So, these are some of the strategies you can use to generate main topics ideas. And once you have your topic, we can move to the second step. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to smash the like, leave a nice comment below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Somewhere here. It helps me to produce better videos for you, so I can provide more value so you can learn more about SEO. Let's get back to the video. The second step is to generate your subtopics from your main topic or a seed keyword. A great way from HubSpot to determine if the keyword can be considered the main topic or, in their case, pillar page is, and I quote, "When considering whether something should be called a pillar page or not, ask yourself this: would this page answer every question the reader who search X keyword had? And is it broad enough to be an umbrella for 20 to 30 posts?" A good sniff test here is if you are trying to get the page you are working on to rank for a long tail keyword, it is not a pillar page. If the page you are working on explores a very narrow topic in great depth, it's not a pillar page. If the page you are working on touches on many aspects of the broad topic, it's probably a pillar page. With that, let me show you an example of how you can find subtopic ideas for the main topic raised bed gardens that I have found in the step number 1. First, I fire up my keyword research tool from SE Ranking, enter my targeted keyword, select my location and hit analyze. Now, SE Ranking separates keyword ideas into 3 different keyword ideas categories. I found this super helpful for any keyword research strategy as it helps to concentrate on the specific keywords you need. But when I'm searching for subtopics, I'm going through the both similar keywords and related keywords ideas. So let's start with the similar keyword report and scan for the keywords there. Once I'm done, I can move to the related keywords report by switching the tabs. So here I scan the keywords, and any keywords that make sense to me could be subtopics I will include in my topic cluster. For example, the keywords raised bed garden plants, raised bed gardening kit, and others are for me great keyword ideas for subtopics, as I can create an entire blog post to target this keyword. Pro tip: if you are not sure if the keyword can be subtopic or not, just pop it into Google, and if the keyword is being targeted by another website with a specific blog post or a page, then it is a subtopic keyword. So I can start creating my topic cluster and adding more subtopics. Now, depending on the tool you are using, you enter your keyword. A simple spreadsheet will do, or if you like more visuals like me, you can use the MindMeister mind mapping tool. Remember, you want to find as many subtopics as you can for the main keyword to create topic relevancy for your semantic SEO, so Google and users can acknowledge your website as the go-to place for the subject. The third step, once you have your subtopics, is to start creating content to target the subtopics or keywords, and for that you need to find search intent for your targeted keyword. Search intent means the reason behind the search query, or what users want when they type the keyword into the search box. This is important to know when you want to create content on your website to target the keyword, so you can create the type of content users are searching for. For example, let's say I want to target a subtopic or keyword raised garden bed ideas. So, to find the search intent, I can just pop the keyword into the free tool SE Ranking Google Location Changer to get precise results for my targeted location. And now, based on the search results, I will create the type of content users want. So, for my targeted keyword, I can see that the most of the top ranking pages are listicle blog posts. Therefore, I can create my own and unique listicle blog post to target the keyword. Another example could be the keyword raised garden bed metal, where based on the search results, I would have to create a category product page. However, let's say I don't have my product and I don't have an e-commerce shop on my website. Therefore, I cannot target this keyword because I cannot match the search intent. However, instead of just targeting the keyword raised garden bed metal, I can add a keyword modifier best and target the keyword best raised garden bed metal. And now, based on the search results, I can match the search intent and I can create a listicle blog post with the best raised garden bed metal and add my affiliate links to make a few bucks if somebody buys the product via my link. Therefore, it is important to analyze a search intent for semantic SEO to match the searcher needs when they are entering the keyword to maximize the organic traffic potential. The fourth step is to find LSI keywords for your targeted keyword. Once you understand the search intent of your targeted keyword, you can start searching for LSI keywords. LSI keywords are related keywords to your targeted keyword, and search engines like Google associate those together to better understand your content. And collecting LSI keywords will help you with creating your content outline, as you will collect important talking points that you should include within your blog post. And if you want to learn everything about LSI keywords, you can watch my video right here. However, for this tutorial, let me show you two techniques how you can find LSI keywords for your targeted keyword. And for this, let's use the keyword example soil for a raised bed and create an outline. So the first technique to find LSI keywords is using a keyword research tool. I simply enter my targeted keyword, enter my targeted location and hit analyze. Then open the similar keywords report, and here I will be scanning the list of keywords to find any related keywords that I can include in my article as a heading, FAQ, or just mention it within my text. And for example, the keywords best soil for raised garden bed, raised bed garden soil mix, best soil for vegetable garden in raised bed, how much soil do I need for a raised bed, and best soil for tomatoes in raised beds are great examples of LSI keywords I can include within my article to improve my semantic meaning, add comprehensiveness, and add more value to my article. So let's pop those keywords and a few more into my document as talking points. And the second technique to find LSI keywords is to analyze your competitors' top ranking pages for the targeted keyword and see what keyword variants their pages are ranking for. To do that, I will analyze my targeted keyword in SE ranking keyword research tool and then open the competitor keyword report for the top ranking pages to see ranking keywords their pages are ranking for. And here I have a list of proven keywords that Google associates with my targeted keyword and users are using to find related information to the keyword. Therefore, analyzing this list and including any relevant keywords within my web page can improve my web page topic relevancy, ranking and organic traffic, and possibly I can outrank my competitors. So I scanned the list of ranking keywords and found a few that I believe should be mentioned or at least addressed within my content so I can add them to my article document. And one last bonus technique I want to mention where you can search for LSI keywords on Google. Simply pop your targeted keyword into Google search and scroll all the way down. Here you will get other interesting ideas that you can include within your outline. So let's pop some of these bad boys into our outline and let's keep searching. And once you have your list of LSI keywords you want to use within your article, it's time to move to the next step. And the last step of your semantic SEO is to collect relevant questions to your targeted keyword and answer them in your blog post. Answering questions related to your keyword can help you earn featured snippet by answering directly related questions. Answering questions can also help you to appear in the people also asked box, which means you can rank for more competitive keywords and increase your organic traffic. This is a very important part when you are preparing your article outline and collecting LSI keywords to not forget about including questions and answers within your blog post. With that, let me give you an example of our targeted keyword soil for a raised bed, how you can find related questions. First and most importantly, I will check the box people also ask in Google search if it appears for the targeted keyword. If it does, then I will collect any relevant questions that I can answer within my blog post and include them within my article outline. Another place where I can search for relevant questions to answer is using the website Answer the Public. Here I can enter my targeted keyword and get interesting questions. This is definitely a great place to improve your content semantic SEO. And lastly, where you can search for relevant questions, it's from forum websites like Quora or Reddit. For me, forum places are often must-go places to get some interesting ideas, as often if people cannot find an answer on Google, they come to forums. Therefore, this is a good indication there is a demand but not supply. So, once you finish collecting all your questions, you will have a solid outline and foundation for your content to create comprehensive and awesome piece of content that brings tons of value to your users. As you can see, we have collected some great ideas and we can create an awesome outline for the keyword soil for a raised bed. And now we are ready to start writing our content and optimize it with different types of SEO strategies. However, remember that you don't need to include every single relevant keyword and question you have found. And now, these are only suggestions to create your outline, and you should use your knowledge and expertise to create logical structure of your outline. Don't overdo it, and sometimes less is more. Also, you don't need to precisely follow the keywords or questions, but you can rewrite it to fit it into the context and sentence. Google is smart enough to recognize the answer to a question even when it's rewritten. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something new. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and leave a nice comment below. By the way, check out all my links in the description for my favorite SEO and other marketing tools. Ciao!